I woke up early and then looked out the skylights and was like, oh, it's pretty bright outside. No. This thing is monstrously heavy. Or sunset is happening later faster than it would be in the States. Morning. Time seems a little screwed up recently. Like I woke up early and then looked out the skylights and was like, oh, it's pretty bright outside. No, we probably have low clouds and all the city lights are just gleaming back in. There have been times where I've actually woken up at like 3:30 in the morning and thought it was almost dawn because of the low clouds and all the city lights. So I was kind of second guessing myself, and then my phone, because I think Star Trek gave it a notification rather than having my little like communications thing that you do. I picked up my phone, turned it on, and my eyes went, oh God, because I didn't have the brightness turned down like I usually do. But at that like half second, I saw 6:30, and it was like, oh no, Aaron's alarms didn't go off or anything to wake me up. My own paranoia about how much light was coming in the skylight woke me up early. And technically I was supposed to wake up at this time. Yeah, I started second guessing myself. That's the problem with living alarms, is they can second guess themselves. Of course, also the issue with mechanical alarms is they can just not work. So
I think what happened with my alarm is I had Star Trek open.
Silenced everything.
The processor. Because I didn't have missed alarms.
So yeah, we're not like overly freaking out about. Yeah, we're definitely in the the 3 points of sunrise. There's like astronomical, nautical, civil, and then sunrise. Let's give you guys a good look. I mean, yes, it's supposed to be happening here. It happens earlier and earlier. In fact, I've already noticed sunset happening different times.
Yeah.
But with these changing early hours between Monday with Eindhovens and not, it's like, kind of losing track of when dawn's supposed to happen. All right, something to remember. This thing, soft record button, I guess. It's, anybody who's worked with a camera, as multiple cameras as I have, you kind of have to, like, we are beneficial. Like the first camera I got was like, then we got a second camera, and then we were like fortunate to find the camera again. Because we had like the Averio thing, and then we got a new camera which had no software, and it didn't work with the Averio software that I had, so I wound up having to use Adobe, and then that camera broke because I dropped it way too many. Anyways, so now we have this one because the other one died and we couldn't find that one. So I have to get used to new settings on this one, as well as like the distance factor and the fact that that record button's very soft. I'm trying to look at it because we've got. Well, today's the 12th. No, that's things I have to get used to, a calendar. So today's the 11th. First game is in 13 days. 24th. Not a very visible camera against the white wall. Plus sunlight. It has been raining, it has been hailing, and the clouds are flying by today. So the sun is out, as you guys can see, and I am taking this opportunity to get my butt to Albertheim. Hopefully the rain will come back again while I'm in Albertheim, and then it will be nice and sunny on my walk to the butcher and all that jazz, and I don't have to worry about bundling up too much. BT Dubs on the camera stick, you are so light. This thing is monstrously heavy in comparison. I think I get why. It's because I opened the camera and the other one used to boot a little faster. And this one turns on the screen so I can see stuff, but it doesn't actually activate the operating system necessarily right away. So when I hit record while it's still doing that, it doesn't actually start recording, as just happened. So the issue is it has a really long screen timeout, so I can sit here and vlog without noticing the difference between slightly dark red and black of the record button right here. And I just gotta pay a little bit more attention to that. It's a really sunny day. Apparently the storm came through and left us nice. I don't know if I noticed this one before, but De Braun the church right there has a little rainbow flag in front of it. I mean, it could mean that, but I don't know. Kid waved to me because he saw my camera, so I nodded at him. Uncharacteristically friendly around here, and it weirds me out being an American. And I said that very weirdly because they're being characteristically friendly. I'm just not used to it. I swear to God, this little girl, she's a statue, and I swear to God, she's looking at me every single time, and I'm like, well, don't make eye contact, but it's just a little Dutch girl statue. I'm weird. But yeah, no, they're being characteristically friendly. I'm just not used to it because I was applying American characteristics to the Dutch, and that's stupid. But, you know, let's see. Assuming I started functioning in society at the age of 5, moved out when I was 37, so that's 32 years of dealing with Americans, and like about 6 months dealing with the Dutch. Yeah. I'm breaking some habits pretty easily, except for maybe some football ones, but I don't know. Got anxiety on that. Oh, they got their shades down because the sun is setting. How smart. I gotta go do stuff at the gym. And then we'll be done. I have to swing by Hema and pick up Multi-Total. I wonder if it's multivitamins, Aaron. Total. I want to keep the lens cap there, but it taps on everything too much because I wiggle. And it's like, I just got out of the gym. Got a lot more plyos recently. So that's fun. What I mean by plyos, in case you guys don't know, is I'm not doing strengthening stuff because I need to figure out how to get lower and be more comfortable being lower. So I'm doing a lot more things at the gym that strengthen my brain to muscle, the muscle memory, with my legs being low, rather than, because like Bosu ball balancing seems really stupid, but I gotta learn to be a little unstable in a crouched position and not wanting to have the reflex to stand up to regain balance. If I can do that, I can probably stay a little bit lower and move lower. It's a stupid theory and I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm trying it. And I told Willie about this one, and he hasn't gotten back to me on Instagram. And I'm just like, maybe he's gonna chew me out because he's going through like the physical trainer sort of thing. And so he has like all the knowledge, like the actual science behind whether or not this is gonna work. Not just like, I know physics. And I have some guesses. So that's where I'm at on this one. So, not much left I gotta do today. I did go to the gym a little earlier, but notice how bright it is, guys, and it is 5:30. As I've said before, and I'll show you guys here in this picture, the slope, careful, calculus incoming, but not a lot. The slope is steeper in between the solstices because the distance between sunrise and sunset increases within the same amount of days versus back in Portland. So there has to be a greater speed difference, there's your slope, in between. So we are gaining more daylight, or sunset is happening later, faster than it would be in the States. And I'm gonna go home and drink a lot of fluid. My legs are rough though right now. They're tired. They're tired because I did 5 goes at least 20 seconds. On the sled pushing, which is fun because, and I say fun in that painful way, the grind way, that it gives me more resistance the harder I push. So if I go slow, it's not nearly that hard, but if I try to push for like 20 seconds straight, then I don't have to worry about modifying the weight of a sled like I did back at Crunch and figure out what the optimal thing for me was. So, yeah.